everyone. Uh, the problem for this demonstration is how to scale each one of these individually in their own spaces by a certain percentage. Obviously, they're all individual objects. We can't grab them all and scale because it'll scale according to the group bounding box, and that's not what we want. We want them each to be scaled within their own space. So how do we do that? And just specifically, if we start with a 40 by 20 pixel oval and go down 85%, it's 34 pixels by 17, so that means it's a different reduction of pixels width and height, 6 on the sides and only 3 top and bottom. So we cannot use the expand stroke technique because, as you can see, it will give you a different shape. If we expand the stroke and subtract that from the larger oval, you won't get a true percentage change because obviously you're reducing the oval by the same number of pixels, top and bottom and side to side. So if you are lucky enough to still have these guys, let's turn all this off. Oh, this one. If you're lucky enough to have all of these guys still as shapes, as ellipses, and not as curves, there is a trick we can do. And that trick is, I just want to add in a couple extra shapes just so you realize it doesn't have to be a uniform ellipse so that this will work on. I think this one's even skewed. Yep. So stretched, pulled, circle, ellipse, big, fat, tall, doesn't matter. So what we're going to do first is copy this whole group just for safekeeping, because what we're going to do is eventually going to change these from ellipses to curves. So we'll just keep the original just for safekeeping. So let's copy it again. On the first group here, we are going to Boolean add them. So they're all together. On the second group, and let's give all these guys a different color just so we can keep track of what's going on. On all of these guys, we're going to go to the node tool. Remember, they're all still ellipses. Node tool or the circle tool, and come up here and say convert to donut. And now you can see with the slider we are adjusting all of them in their own specific locations. So you can see where this is going to go, but I'll just finish up anyway. By the way, you can come in here and adjust these individually. So you don't have to adjust one, deselect it, select another one. You can select them all and go to town. But just remember that if you do use the slider, it will override what you did manually. So we wanted to reduce at least this original shape by 85%, so we'll do everything by 85%. You can use the slider, but you know what? It's not 100% accurate. I did it before at 85%, and it wasn't exactly right. It was a couple decimal places off. So I'm going to type 85 in. And there you go. Now what we're going to do with these is Boolean add these together. And now we're going to take the blue and subtract the green. And there's your reduction in place. And let's just take a look at if it's exactly right. We started out with 40 by 20. We want 34 by 17. So let's grab this guy, or any one of these smaller ones. I have to divide them. Okay. And we have 34 by 17. It's perfect. Now, in order to do the stroke, that's very simple because those can be done just as a batch process. So let's grab all of these and give it a stroke. And I think the original problem on the forum, we started with 6, but we want to reduce those by 85% as well. So we can just come in here and say times equals 85%, hit enter, and it should be 5.1. 5.1, and they're all 85%. So I hope that helped. If you're lucky enough to still be in ellipse form, use the context toolbar. And remember that that's true for any shape. If they're still shapes and you need to do a bunch together, all of that is still active up here, whether you're using ellipses or stars or whatever. All of that is still active, all of these options up here to do a batch process. So I hope that saved you some time. All right, till the next time, bye.